everybody, welcome to Trinity Kids Online.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Brady.
And this month, we're all about making waves.
We've talked about love.
We've talked about joy.
And today, we're talking all about peace.
Let's go.
Thanks for joining us today. We are so pumped that you guys are here, and we are just so excited that we get to hang out with you guys for the next little bit.
And as usual, we're gonna kick things off with a little challenge time. Why?
Because challenge time is the best! That's why. And today, we've got a little something special for you called...
Annoyed yet? I hope that leaving the lights on when nobody's in the room is on that list. Definitely annoying.
Okay, well guys, grab a friend, sibling, or adult, or why not just grab everybody and come and get them to come play along with you.
All you need to do to play is move to the side of the room of the answer that annoys you the most. So if it's on the left, then you're gonna move to the left. If it's on the right, then you're gonna move to the right.
So you guys will only have a few seconds to decide each answer. And remember, no arguing. Let's keep things peaceful. All right, guys, time for Annoy Ya. And remember, if you guys think it's the right one, go to the right. And if you guys think it's the left one, go to the left. All right, here we go. First one, slide number one, slow Wi-Fi or slow walkers. Ooh. You know, slow walkers, if you're like in a very tight area and you're like needing to get somewhere fast and you're like, oh my goodness, the store, the Starbucks or wherever I'm going, McDonald's, Tim Hortons closing in 5 minutes. If I don't get there, I can't get my hot chocolate and Tim Biebs. That is a sad day if you're behind slow walkers. Or slow Wi-Fi, which, you know, now everyone's on Wi-Fi. And if it's slow, you know it's slow and it is painful. So in that case, I'm gonna have to go slow Wi-Fi because it's just so annoying. Okay, let's go to slide number two. Which ones do you guys think? I thought it's Wi-Fi, but maybe you guys think it's walking. Here we go, slide number two. It is Gangnam Style or what does the fox say? Gangnam Style or what does the fox say? You know, I kind of like what does the fox say because I didn't know what the fox says. Do you guys know what a fox says? Well, maybe you should go listen to the song and find out what a fox says because you might be a little bit surprised or annoyed. Who knows? What do you guys think? Gangnam Style, is Gangnam Style even annoying? A little bit of woohoo, you know, little dance moves on there. I think it's kind of epic. So, this is a tough one. This is a really tough one. I'm gonna have to go with, I'm gonna go with Gangnam Style. I'm sorry, Gangnam Style, but you are the most annoying. All right, what'd you guys pick? Let us know. Slide number three, here we go. Is it the 15 seconds between episodes or shows or whatever you're watching on Netflix, Disney, or YouTube? That time between the one video or the next video, or commercials like ads, advertisements. Guys, is this really even a competition? Like, advertisements are so annoying. Like super uber duper crazy annoying. Like, never want to look at them again. And they want me to buy stuff. I don't like buying stuff. Ads are bad. I don't like ads. That's super annoying. Super annoying. I think that one is pretty obvious. But maybe if you guys have a different opinion, jump to the side, whichever one you think it is. Moving on to the next slide. Here we go. Loud gum chewers or loud talkers. Ooh. You know, there's one thing about this that separates the two. Both are pretty annoying, you know, because loud noises are annoying. But loud gum chewers is only if that chewer has gum. Now, loud talkers, well, if they're talking, they're going to be loud. So that means they're probably more annoying than the gum chewers. I know, I'm sorry. Gum chewing is bad, but I think loud talkers can be annoying more than the time. I'm a little bit loud sometimes, too, just saying. All right, guys, next slide. This one's a crazy one, so be careful, get ready. It might be a little gross, okay? Here we go, slide number 5. What's more annoying, mosquitoes or cockroaches? Nasty, gross. Both are super nasty bugs. You know, sometimes bugs are cool. Maybe you think bugs are cool. But if we're trying to think about what's more annoying, well, I think Mr. Mosquitoes are probably the most annoying. I don't know what you guys think, but getting those little dots on you everywhere and then you have to like, when it's so bad, and it's probably not even the bugs that are annoying, it's the bug bites that are annoying. So technically, mosquitoes would kind of be most annoying. All right, let's move on to number 8. What is more annoying? People who cut in line, kind of like a budger, or people who talk during movies? Now this is a kind of a toughie, you know? Because budging is super like, it almost makes you angry. Like it's almost not annoying, it's like angry. You're like, oh, why did they do that? And then talking during the movie, you're trying to like listen, enjoy the movie. Maybe you just saw a new movie you really liked, and you like, all you can hear is people talking the whole time. You can't listen, you're getting distracted. That's pretty annoying. So I think I'm gonna have to go with talking during a movie because, it's just so annoying and less make me angry. All right, guys, this is the last slide. So make sure you're paying super duper attention to seeing which one is most annoying. Slide number 9, here we go. Is it running out of gas or running out of toilet paper? Now, you probably guys can't probably drive cars and that's okay, but maybe whoever you're with ran out of gas. And so you're like stranded on the side of the road. That would be pretty annoying. Yeah, I can't see that not being annoying. Or running out of toilet paper. Oh, the fear. That is like the worst, scariest moment of your life when you sit down and then you realize there's no toilet paper and you're stuck, you're stranded. What are you supposed to do? You have to scream for help. And so I'm gonna have to say most annoying, running out of toilet paper, but not the actual running out part. It's the person who went before you and didn't refill the toilet paper that's annoying. Yeah, take that, siblings. Gotcha. All right, guys. Thanks so much for playing Annoyed Yet. Hopefully you had so much fun figuring out which more is the more annoying of the two. Well, guys, we'll see you later.
Hey, thanks so much for playing Challenge Time with us today. How did things go at home?
There were some definitely annoying things on that list, like slow Wi-Fi, like what will I do if it's so slow? Like, oh, it's so annoying.
So annoying. Hey, thanks again for playing. We hope you got to laugh lots, and we hope you were able to keep the peace where you are.
Which is what we're talking about today. How you can make a wave of peace.
Especially when it's so easy to get annoyed with something or someone.
So let's meet Abigail, and her story teaches us a little bit about peace and how it can impact those around you.
Then we'll wrap up this puppy by checking in with Haley. So as you watch this next little bit, we'd love to know what stood out to you.
Maybe a word or a phrase or a particular part of the story. So let's go check it out.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verses 1 through 35.
Near the town of Carmel lived a wealthy man named Nabal.
Money, 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 always sunny, yeah, in a rich man's world, woo!
The world was not so sunny for anyone who had to be near Nabal, like his servants.
Our boss's picture is right here in the dictionary beside foolish person. See?
Nabal was also terribly rude.
You, bring me another leg of mutton.
What's wrong with this one?
It's touching those peas.
But you asked for peas.
I asked for tea, you blockhead. I shall dump these peas on your noggin.
But unlike Nabal, Abigail, his wife, had a clear mind and a wise heart. She kept a close eye on her husband's estate and did her best to keep him from destroying their lives with his quick temper.
Tell me, how was the flock this season? Have we lost any sheep to raiders?
Not a one, my lady.
But last season our sheep were attacked by robbers a dozen times.
We've had protection.
Protection? How?
David and his men have been camping nearby. As long as they've stayed near our flocks, they've kept us and the sheep from any harm.
Very good. I've heard some say David will be king in Saul's place. Has Nabal thanked David for his help?
Give thanks, Nabal. That was very funny, my lady.
I'll consider the matter. Let me know if anything changes.
The time for sheep shearing neared, and Nabal ordered a grand party to celebrate.
Music, drink, mutton, bread, cakes, raisins. Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
But no peas.
No peas.
As Nabal ordered the festivities, 10 young men arrived to bring a message from David.
That outlaw, what does he want?
David says, may you live long and everything go well for you.
Only what I deserve.
He says, I hear that you are clipping the wool off your sheep. When your shepherds were with us, we treated them well. The whole time they were at Carmel, nothing that belonged to them was stolen. Please be kind to my men. Please give us anything you can find for us. So, yes?
Who is this David? Many servants are running away from their masters. Why should I give food to men who come from who knows where?
So, no?
Vamoose! And don't let the door hit you on the way out.
David's men quickly returned to camp. They found David's anger could be just as hot as Nabal's.
Each of you put on your swords.
In a short time, David and 400 of his men were marching up the mountain to confront Nabal. Word spread quickly. A servant raced to find Abigail.
David sent messengers to Nabal and asked for a share of food, but Nabal was rude and shouted at them. You must do something or terrible trouble will come.
Abigail didn't panic. She took a deep breath.
We have to get ahead of this. Take a list, please.
On it.
200 loaves of bread, 200 bottles of wine, 5 sheep, a bushel of grain, 100 raisin cakes, 200 cakes of pressed figs.
Any peas?
No peas. Save those for Nabal.
What else?
Load it all on donkeys and start down the mountain. I'll follow.
As David and his men quickly climbed the mountain, the caravan of donkeys and gifts made its way down the steep road. David's anger grew as he neared the mountain estate. He gripped his sword tightly.
Everything we've done hasn't been worth a thing. I watched over this fellow's property, but he paid me back evil for good. I won't leave one of his men alive. What's this?
Donkeys? And looks like food for a feast?
At the back of the caravan, Abigail could see David as they met the donkeys. She took a deep breath, hopped off the donkey, and ran forward, throwing herself to the ground at David's feet.
Pardon your servant, sir. Please don't pay any attention to that evil man, Nabal. He's always doing foolish things. But now the Lord has kept you from using your own hands to get even. I've brought a gift for you and the men who follow you.
Abigail dared to look up. David was watching her closely.
The Lord your God will give you a kingdom that will last. That's because you fight the Lord's battles. He'll appoint you ruler over Israel. When that happens, you won't have to worry about how you killed people without any reason. The Lord your God will give you success. When that happens, please remember me.
Slowly, David nodded. He removed his hand from the hilt of his sword and reached down to help her up.
Give praise to the Lord. He has sent you today to find me. You have shown a lot of good sense and kept me from using my own hands to get even. He has kept me from harming you.
Prepare a feast for your men. You've earned every bit of it.
Go home in peace.
David accepted the gift and turned back instead of facing down Nabal. Abigail returned home to find her husband holding his giant party.
Nabal, I've made peace.
Peace? Ugh, hate him. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Though David didn't kill him, Nabal soon met a dreadful end. Abigail and her entire household were saved because she chose to get creative and make peace.
David was angry, right? so angry he was ready to go to war with Nabal. He wanted revenge. It's a good thing Abigail stepped in when she did. She made what could have been a really bad situation better by helping David see things in a different way. Abigail helped make peace. Now, there are 3 types of people in this story, and chances are you're gonna be like every one of them in your life. You could be like Nabal, who says or does something that makes someone mad. Got you in the bag when you weren't even playing. The best way to make peace if you're a Nabal is to admit you're wrong, say you're sorry, and make things right. Someday, you could be like David. You get mad at someone and you want to get revenge. Oh, throw that! If you're like David and you want to make peace, sometimes it helps to think about the consequences of your anger. What will happen if I lose my temper? What will happen if I get revenge? And then there's Abigail, the peacemaker. When you're like her, it means you're standing outside of someone else's fight and you can see a way to make peace. Hey, you two are supposed to be friends. Now, hand them over, hand them over. Thank you. Warren, hand it. Oh, peacemakers can help others see their situations in different ways. They can stop arguments and fights before they get way out of control. Water balloon fights are one thing. They're supposed to be fun. But other fights can hurt feelings, damage relationships, or even worse. So be an Abigail and make a wave of peace. The one thing to remember today is this: you can help others make peace. If this doesn't come naturally to you, that's okay. Ask God for help. And remember, when you believe in Jesus, the Holy Spirit living inside of you can also help you make peace. Well, now it's time for the actual water balloon fight. So, I'll see you next time. Well, I guess we used up all the balloons. Nope.
Well, a water balloon fight is such a great example of making peace. It's an inevitability that somebody will get wet who doesn't really want to get wet. And the rest is history.
It's true. I love that Haley encouraged us to think about our actions based on the characters in today's story.
Maybe you're a Nabal, someone who likes to make people mad by doing or saying something.
Or maybe you're a David, you get mad at someone for something that they did or said to you, and you just want to get revenge with everything you are inside of you.
Or maybe you're an Abigail, the peacemaker, and you want to make sure you can see a way forward that has peace.
So think of a situation in your life, maybe at home with a sibling or at school with a friend or another kid. Which character in today's story most describes you in that situation?
Are you a Nabal where there's something that you need to go and do because you need to make things right?
Yeah, because you've intentionally made somebody mad with something you did or said. So just go admit you were wrong and apologize.
Or are you a David where you're angry and thinking about revenge and it's consuming your thoughts?
Maybe you need to think through and list out, the consequences of whether or not getting revenge will actually help or hurt your relationship with that other person.
Or are you an Abigail who is trying to make a wave of peace to help others see a way forward? Keep on doing that.
Yeah, so you can use this framework not just on the situation you're thinking about right now, but in other situations too. Way to go in seeking out to be a peacemaker.
Well, guys, that's all we've got for you today. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned for the So-and-So Show, and we will see you next week.
Peace!
Oh, 3 in a row!
Yeah. Hey, well, don't count your corn until it's thrown. Oh yeah, that's how you throw the corn. That's how you throw the corn.
Simmer
that's how
down
you throw the
now.
corn. Okay.
Simmer down.
Okay.
Ooh, I got you now.
Okay. Well done. Well done. But are you ready for this? Oh, yes! I'm the king of the corn. Oh, I'm the king of the corn.
Hey!
Yeah.
How do you like it? Yeah.
Welcome to the So-and-So Show. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and today we'll be making waves right here in the middle of my basement.
Because you don't need to be somewhere special in the world to make a difference.
Oh, no, not at all. You can do it anywhere, anytime. You know how sometimes people have special sporting events to raise money for those in need? Well, that's what we're going to do today.
Yeah, John and I have set up a 9-hole miniature golf course in here for our first annual Putting for Change Miniature Golf Invitational. Here's how it works. For each round, we'll try and putt a golf ball into a hole. The person who hits the ball in the hole with the fewest number of shots wins the round. The loser of each round has to put some change into this jar. At the end of the tournament, everything in the jar will be given away to help change the world.
Ooh, that sounds great. Let the games begin.
Yes!
So here we are at hole number 1. It's a standard par 3 through the tube or around the clown type of hole. I'm going to hit it around the clown because the tube never works for me. And make sure you watch out for the squirrel head at the end. That guy is nuts. I'll tee off first.
John lines up the shot. It's a pretty straight shot despite the obstacles. Will he get a birdie? Or will he choke, leaving the door open for the far superior golfer?
You do realize I can hear you, right?
I thought it would add to the overall feel of the tournament.
Well, it doesn't.
Wow. Not bad.
Yeah.
You're in a bind now, though.
I am. 2. Oh!
2.
Beat that, huh? Yeah, 2.
Okay, I will. Oh! You know what beats 2?
Yeah.
1.
Okay,
Hole in
fine.
1.
Yeah, great
Hole
job.
in
Great
1.
job using the
Hole
tube.
and you
Yeah,
win a
well-
trip to the change jar.
Sure. I got change right here.
All
Okay,
right.
Here
I love that jingle.
we go. Boom. There you go. Great
right.
job, Brandon.
Woo!
Hole number 2.
All right. Hole number 2. Over the water, through the woods, past grandmother's house to victory.
Blue.
You all right?
Yeah.
Need a tissue?
No, I'm fine.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. It's weird. I think that means you own the jar. Woo! Right? Is that what the rules say? That's what the rules say. I forget the rules. Is that what they say? The change, you got to put change in there. You got to, that's what they say.
It's on now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on. Bring it.
Montage.
Bring it.
If you miss that, I win.
I remember.
I just wanted to make sure.
Would you stop that?
What?
Nothing. Oh!
Oh!
No!
I win! I win the first annual Putting for
No.
Change 9-hole miniature golf invitational.
No.
I pay up.
You distracted me. You pay up.
No, you.
You!
Look what you
jar
did.
of change.
I won.
You sit on
fair
a
and
golf cart
square.
of lies.
No, I
No,
don't.
you distracted me.
I did not.
Guys,
Hey, I'll show
guys.
you how to putt.
You know what I think it's time for?
Bible story time with Kellen.
That's right. So, how's it going?
He
kept distracting me by.
Actually, I wasn't really asking because I can tell how it's going. But first, I did want to say this. I love the idea of you guys having a golf tournament.
You do?
100%. There are a ton of lives you guys could change.
That's
See,
what
if
I've
you
been
would've
trying to
just-
say.
But you're missing one of the best ways to do that.
We are?
Yep. And that's what today's story is all about. So just sit back and listen. This story is about an amazing woman named
Abigail,
Hello?
a woman who helped make peace and saved lives. We'll hear her story today on Behind the Bible.
Alrighty then. Right. So the story of Abigail actually begins with,
King David.
well, he wasn't a king yet.
I know that. I'm the narrator.
I just wanted to make sure.
Before he was king, David and 400 of his men were hiding in the desert from King Saul.
Living in the desert is not fun. It's burning hot. There's not enough food or water. And it's burning hot.
And just so we all know, David didn't give video interviews because cameras wouldn't have been invented for thousands of years.
Are you going to let me do my thing?
For now.
While in the desert, David and his men met some shepherds who worked for a wealthy landowner named Nabal.
We were friends with the shepherds. We even protected them from danger. So at sheep shearing time, I sent some men over to Nabal to ask for whatever food he might be able to spare. Since we were living out in the desert, where it's burning hot.
Now, Nabal might have been a wealthy landowner, but he was also a meanie face.
I didn't know David. I didn't know his family. Who cares that he, protected some of my workers? So when his men came and asked me for help, I told them, why should I give what's mine to people I don't even know?
When David found out how Nabal responded, he was very angry.
Yeah, I was pretty mad. I think I said something like, "May God punish me greatly if I don't get revenge." So yeah, I was ticked.
This is where Abigail comes into the story. She was Nabal's wife.
I was getting to that.
I know, but I like helping.
When Abigail heard how angry her husband had made David, she jumped straight into action.
I mean, what was I supposed to do? David had 400 men, and he wanted revenge against my husband. So I loaded up bread, meat, wine, fig, and raisin cakes, and I took them to David. When I saw him, I bowed down and I said, "Please pay no attention to that wicked man, Nabal. His name means fool. He's always doing foolish things. I'm sorry."
Then she said to me, "The Lord has kept you from using your own hands to get even. Someday, the Lord will appoint you ruler over Israel. When that happens, you won't have to worry about how you got revenge without any reason." That was exactly what I needed to hear. Abigail's words brought peace. And the raisin cakes didn't hurt either.
Abigail changed the whole story. She stepped into a bad situation that she didn't even start and helped make peace.
Abigail changed the whole story. She stepped into a bad situation.
I already said that.
Oh, man. Meanie face.
Sorry, let's make peace.
Fine. This has been Behind the Bible.
Wow, that makes me feel
silly.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hey, we all get caught up sometimes. like when you're in a competitive game or when someone feels like they've been wronged. Those feelings are real and that's okay. But how we deal with those feelings, that's what's important. Making peace isn't always easy, but if you've put your trust in Jesus, God gives the Holy Spirit to help.
I'm sorry, John. I was being distracting on purpose.
And I'm sorry that I was being a meanie face.
Well, I guess we ruined the first annual Putting for Change 9-hole miniature golf invitational.
Are you kidding? I told you, I love the idea. You guys can change lives, especially when you learn how to make peace and spread that peace to others. And you know what? I'm going to be your first sponsor.
You will?
Yep, which means much better. I'll see you guys.
Reveal the question.
What are some ways to make peace?
Well, saying you're sorry can help.
Or talking about what's wrong?
Yeah, maybe you could try and look at things from other people's point of view.
Yeah, and remember, you can be a peacemaker even if you're not the one in the argument.
Yeah, totally. Hey, you want to play another few rounds?
You bet. We'll see you next week for a brand new show.
See ya! Oh!
Here. Chicken. Chicken in the can. Empty the pens. I'm gonna make this.
No, those are the obstacles.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh!
Not even close.
Oh, man.
You want to try?
Blame it on the chicken. Yeah, I do want to try. Here we go.
All right. Oh, you're gonna do the old pool cue. Whoa! Woo! Yes!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
all done.
Thank you. Do you have any change?
Good night, everybody.